Hello world, I'm Naya Lindsay and welcome to my channel. If you want to learn how to do this red toned halo-eyed look, keep on watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to start by applying a creamy concealer to my eye as a base. I'm going to do this in a nice even layer so there's no clumpiness when I apply my powder. Any concealer will do the job, but today I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Toffee. Next, I'm going to take my m.a.c finishing powder to set the concealer. Setting your concealer with the powder gives your eyeshadows a smooth base for easy blendability. You don't need a ton of it, a few swipes will do. Today I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, one of my favorites. Any red tone eyeshadow palette will do, but I definitely recommend this one. I'm going to start the look off by dipping a fluffy blending brush into the color Blazing. I'm going to pack that color right into the outer crease area, blending the color inwards. Blending and packing on eyeshadow in the crease does take a bit of time to build up, so be patient with this step. I'm really taking my time to pack on as much of that orange shade as possible. This color is going to serve as my transition shade. I'm concentrating the color throughout the crease, being sure not to bring the color up too high into the brow bone. Pack and blend to build up the pigmentation. Once the color is built up enough, move on to the other eye and repeat the process all over again. Pack, blend, and repeat. Don't worry about being too messy, just get that color into the crease. Once it looks good, we're ready to move on. Next, we're going to dip into that reddish orange shade Amber. On a Morphe M441 blending brush, I'm going to really concentrate that color on the outer corner. It's okay to get some of this color in the crease, but you definitely don't want to put it above the crease. In this step, we're going to get started creating that halo eye look by packing some of that color into the inner corner. Just like you did in the outer corner, you're going to want to keep that color right below the crease, in the crease, but not above the crease. Now repeat that process on the other eye by packing that color on the outer corner, the inner corner, and blending into the crease. I'm going to reach for my fluffy brush again and dip back into that color Blazing to reapply. This is going to help to create that gradient effect that gives the colors a nice transition from one to the next. I'm not exactly blending in the crease, but right above it. Good blending is always subtle. Next, I'm going to take a tapered blending brush and dip into the red color Saffron. I'm going to pack that color right onto the outer lid area, not going too much into the crease or above the crease. You want to build up as much pigment as possible and make sure that you're packing the color downward. Go ahead and pack that color into the inner lid, building it up for the halo eye look. Move on to the next eye, packing the red shade on the outer lid, the inner lid, and we're done. On a small tapered blending brush, I'm going to dip into the color OUD. I'm going to gently pack this color onto the outer and inner lid area. Quickly moving on to the other eye, this process shouldn't take too long. I'm blending this color in really small areas, not bringing it up too high at all. Packing this color right on top of the red shade creates a nice purpley blend. It really adds dimension to the look and deepens up the crease area. By this time, our color gradient should be very apparent. All of the reds and oranges used early in the look should really come together. On a small flat brush, I'm going to dip into Turkish Delight. I'm going to apply that shade right into the center of the lid. This is where we really start to create that halo-eyed look. What I love about this color is that it almost adds sort of a neon glow type of vibe. You can apply the shade with a dry brush like I did, or you can dip into the shade and wet your brush with either water, m.a.c Fix Plus spray, or some other sort of setting spray. Using that technique can really make the color pop on your eyelid, but for this look, we don't need that, we've got glitter. This step doesn't have to be perfect, but make sure you're not going too far inward, too far outward, or too far upward with the color. I'm going to reapply some of that orange color blazing right above the crease area just so I can build back up my color gradient. Next, I'm going to take the e.l.f. glitter primer and apply that to the center of the eye right on top of Turkish Delight. And no, I'm not giving you guys the bird. And now for my favorite part. I'm so excited. I'm going to go ahead and dip my finger right into Cosmo and apply that to the center of my eyelid. I'm so happy. It's glitter time. I'm applying it to both eyelids with my finger, being careful not to get it everywhere because glitter gets everywhere. I'm using the color Oud to blend out the edges just to make sure that glitter isn't getting all over the eye in a messy way. This part is absolutely necessary just to make sure the color is concentrated on the center of the eye. Next, I'm picking up the color Saffron, which is the red, and cleaning up the center crease area. I'm grabbing my small flat brush and I'm adding a little bit of that Turkish Delight color right around the edges of the glitter. This is what's going to create that subtle neon feel that I was talking about earlier. It's like giving the glitter an outer glow, an extra layer of dimension. You definitely want to make sure that you're using a small brush for this step. If you really wanted to go the extra mile, you could even wet your brush before applying the color around the eye. Cleaning up the edges with some more Oud. And yes, there will be glitter fallout everywhere, and this is why you do your eyes before your base. But we're nearly done, so ignore the glitter and let's move on. I'm using a felt tip liner to create the shape for my wing. I'm following the angle of my eyeshadow to map out my line. It starts out pretty light, but I'm taking my time to build up the color and really get the shape precise. I like starting in the outer corner and then going into the inner corner with a very thin line, and then finally connecting both of those lines right in the middle. After creating my basic shape, I'm going to go back in and thicken up the liner little by little, stroke by stroke. To darken up the wing, I'm going to take a gel liner on an angled brush and go over the line that I already created. This is what's going to give the wing a more solid, defined look. I'm taking my time to build up the liner, really being careful not to make it too thick on the inner corner. Now I'm moving on to the other eye, starting out very thin on the outer and inner corners, just creating the shape with the felt liner. Then I'm going in with the gel liner to darken up the wing and really clean up those edges and be precise, going underneath the eyelash line to eliminate gaps. And now we're done. I'm gonna go put on some foundation, be right back. Hey, it's me again. Threw on a little foundation, blush, and highlight so we can finish this look off. I'm taking a flat Morphe brush and adding some of that color Amber onto my lower lash line. I'm taking it almost all the way inward, but I'm not really taking my time to be too precise with how much I'm adding. I really just want enough on the outer half of the eye just to have some color show through. The rest of the eye only gets a light wash of color because I'm going to add some other colors later on. Once that's done, you can see how doing this technique really adds a wide eye, sort of doe-eyed effect. I'm going to celebrate by making a weird face and then move on to add some more dimension. On the same flat brush, I'm going to pick up some of the color Saffron and add it to the center of the eye. This is to mimic the gradient effect that we did on the lid. On a small flat brush, I'm going to add some Turkish Delight in that little section right after where we added Saffron. The placement of this shadow highlights the center of the eyes as the focal point of this look. It's very beautiful and flattering for any eye. And finally, on a flat brush, I'm going to take some of the color Blazing and just very lightly dust it on the inner corners of both eyes. And we're done! Our eyeshadow looks great, the colors are poppin', and that halo eye is glowing. Now you can let your hair down, throw on some mascara or some eyelashes to finish the look off. I lined my lip with a lip pencil and threw on some m.a.c Nude Fudge. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I look forward to bringing you more. If you want more content, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one.